Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'll be talking about Isonzo. Now, before I get into the game, I did want to bring up one fact, or a few facts that you should, totally subscribe if you enjoyed the video, like, and leave a comment below. And the other part I want to talk about is where I'm kind of taking these review videos, or whatever you want to call them, if there even are review videos. So I've been stewing over how to improve content of this video series that I've been kind of doing for a bit now, and like I've been researching, I've been watching other creators and how kind of they set up their review videos or whatever. And honestly, like, I'm gonna say fuck it. Like, I'm not Mandalore or Big Fry or any others, these big freaking review type YouTubers. Like, I'm not. And if I was trying to be, it would just be fake, and that's no fun. And I ideally want to have fun when making these videos, because that's kind of what keeps it going, right? So essentially, if you haven't already read in the description of the playlist where these videos are located, these review videos, so to speak, and like the playlist name itself, well then yeah, you should kind of catch the drift. But it's basically going to be me playing a game, so you don't have to. And then I'm going to shit on the game. Or not. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, I'm going to talk about why it's bad, essentially. Like, it's essentially a review video. But I'm not going to really follow any formats. I'm kind of just going to go with the flow and how I feel about it. And I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, with the exception of this video, because I'm kind of introducing the concept of how I want to formulate and put out this content that's going to be fun for me, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. But ideally, it's this way you as a viewer can determine whether or not it's worth spending money on, because at the end of the day, most people watch review videos or like first plays or whatever because they're like, well, is this game something I want to do? Do I want to spend money on it? Does it look good? What does this person say? And there's going to be a lot of people out there on YouTube who go over that and probably do it a lot better than me, or go more in depth and explain this or that, and you can go watch them. They do that great. I'm not going to do that, really. So that's really my spiel on it. And if that's, what you're here for, to figure out whether I should say you should buy it or not, cool. If I say it's shit, it's shit. It's whatever. But so that's to sum it up, essentially. It's more in depth than that, but I don't want to like talk about it for like next 20 minutes. So let's talk about Isonzo. What is Isonzo, you might ask? It's a World War I FPS that might look pretty familiar to you because it's also made by the same people who made Verdun and Tannenberg. And of course, this game takes place in the mountains of northern Italy, and the historical events that happened during that Italian front during World War I. And it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, if you're familiar with the two other games I mentioned, then you should already know what to expect from this game. So let's talk about the gameplay. It's ideally what you would expect from a World War I FPS. And it's what you would expect from people who have made Verdun and Tannenberg, if you don't know what that's like. But if you do, great. Basically, it's trench warfare. You push or defend objective lines. You have a rifle. It's the most used weapon during that time era, essentially. And unless, you play other classes, like, for example, your officer class, they carry a pistol and a flare gun and can call and coordinate artillery strikes and gas and aerial support and so forth. And that role is pretty enjoyable. I find myself playing that role often if it is available. And there's other roles as well in this game, such as engineer, which you can like build up defenses and barbed wire and so forth, and build static positions that are already on the map for you, like MG boxes or MG guns or whatever. Which, like, I feel like the engineer doesn't really make a huge impact yet. I haven't really seen it make a huge impact in the front of this game. Like, it kind of helps, but it kind of just like, eh. And like, even when you build up the MGs, you just get laser beams sniped off them pretty quickly, which is one of the other things I kind of want to bring up. I feel like the bullet drop, or the nature of which the round leaves the rifle in these games and goes to target, there's like no impact or curvature or effects to that range. It's just like laser beam, dude. You can be like 200 meters up that mountainside and I'll fucking beam you in the face As long as I get my little iron fucking cross whatever on your body, you're gonna die. So I don't know if that's just that, but I feel like everyone has a laser beam sniper rifle in the game. And then you got other classes like the sniper class too, which I play often. But the only issue I have is that only one player, I think, unless I'm wrong. But so far, I haven't been able to pick the scoped class because someone else usually grabs it first. So I'm stuck with iron sights. There's an assault class as well, which has like grenades, and I think you can unlock like a light machine gun as well. I've seen some people run around with like LMGs, so I'm pretty sure that falls into that class. There's a mountaineer class I haven't really looked into. And, I'm not too familiar with the weapon choices because with this game, and I don't recall if Verdun or Tannenberg did this, I don't remember because it's been so long since I played it, but there's a progression system. And you have to progress and levels and stuff like that to unlock weapons and equipment, which I honestly do not like in World War games at all. I hate it. I'm not a fan of it. Like Hell Let Loose is another example of a progression system that locks weapon/class choices. And I'm just not a fan of grinding out for these style of games. Like I want to be able to jump in, enjoy the World War, whatever, pick the classes that are available if they are available, and not have to worry about grinding to unlock this weapon or grenade or whatever the fuck. Like I don't like that. I'll still play it because it's a fun game. Like I still play Hell Let Loose, and I've been grinding that because the game's replayability is fun and is there for the most part. But like it's not an attractive system for me. And like I understand why there's progressive systems for the most part. It keeps people playing longer. People like to grind out stuff and unlock them. Like, I maxed out all my stuff and I got the cool stuff because I played the game a lot. So it's it's kind of like winning a medal or something. I don't know. Now graphic wise, it's decent. Like the graphics aren't bad. It's not great. It's decent. It's definitely an upgrade from Tannenberg or Verdun in terms of graphics and aesthetics and the environment and everything. It's nice. The explosions look good. The audio, which I'm about to talk about right now, I guess, is pretty good. It's ear bleeding audio when explosions go off. I say the gas mask and gas mask effects can be pretty immersive and fun. Like I just like throwing the gas mask on in this game and running around. I don't know, it feels cooler. But like, besides that, this doesn't really bring anything new to the World War I FPS scene, like that hasn't already been done. Like I felt like I was just playing an upgraded Verdun, essentially. And I'll preach it again, but Beyond the Wire is really the most unique World War I FPS out there. I'm gonna say it is, and that's mainly because of its melee system. And I was hoping, the tanks are cool too, but I was hoping the devs for this game would look or took notes from, Beyond the Wire and implemented a more in-depth melee system into Isonzo. So I feel like that's what that series of games was missing, was a melee system, because we know in World War I, like historically, troops, besides using the rifle as their primary weapon and the bayonet, they use clubs, they use, swords, they use all sorts of crazy shit when they got in the trenches and hand-to-hand combat. Like there's melee weapons they used, and I feel like Beyond the Wire was really touching on that, and that's what made it unique and why I like playing it, even though it's kind of dead. So I was hoping Isonzo and the devs, when they were developing this game, I was really hoping they would have a more in-depth melee system, which we don't. So it's really just another run around with a rifle and shoot people, and like there's really nothing new besides the historical aspects of it for this game that's brought to this game, or to this niche of World War I games. So I'd really only recommend this game to people who either enjoyed Verdun, Tannenberg, or enjoy the historical aspects of World War I and this kind of niche of games. But besides that, I don't recommend wasting your money on it. Maybe wait for it to go on sale or something if you really do want to play, but you don't want to pay the full price. And that's really it. That's really what it is. That's all I got for it. It's okay. Like I already played like 4 hours, if not more. So I'm gonna probably keep playing it for I'll probably get like 10 to 20 hours in the game before I stop playing it, honestly, because it's fun for now. I'm gonna grind out some ranks and weapons or whatever, but that's really about it, guys. Thanks for watching my first of many, quote, I played this game so you don't have to video series thing. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.
Fucking like and subscribe.